All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know that took a few seconds. My apologies. I had some stream issues there for a second, but we are live. We are here. Big Pro Wrestle Talk Network. It is I, Vincent, your Big Pro Wrestle Talk YouTube heavyweight champion of the world. And today, I am here with something that I usually would do. Did I do this last year? I don't remember if I did. But I did it 2 years ago, and I thought it was pretty cool. So I thought, oops, sorry about that. Ooh. So I thought, you know what? Why not do it again? Let's predict fantasy book, whatever, WrestleMania 40 this upcoming Saturday and Sunday. Let's dive into this. So, first up, we have, sorry about that. Just want to make sure that everything's working here. Alrighty, cool. So that's all working. Sorry about that. Okay. So, what is going to be happening night one? This is all coming from Triple H's, Paul Levesque's Instagram page, as you can see in the bottom corner, right here, right here. It is going to be the Lucha of the LWO and Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio facing Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. And me personally, I'm not very big on this match. There is a lot of story going into it, but I feel like it was kind of thrown together. And I think that, I don't know, I feel like it was cool. Like, it's cool that Dragon Lee is officially a member of the LWO, but I think that there is a much better candidate to be Ray's partner, Carlito. But it is what it is. Stuff happens, and we make do with what we have, like I said. And for this match, I don't really want to fantasy book it too much. I just want to predict like who's going to win. I do think that it'll be Dominic and Santos Escobar. I do think both teams are going to get active. They're going to get at each other. There's going to be so much faction warfare. We'll see, the LWO get involved. Obviously, we'll see the new Legado del Fantasma get involved. And the way, I guess it is kind of fantasy booking a little bit, but the way that I see the match ending is Carlito turning on the LWO and not necessarily joining Santos Escobar, but kind of making a new feud there, like a triple threat type feud, and that can go into Backlash or WrestleMania Backlash if they're calling it that again. There's a lot that they can go with this, but I do think Carlito is going to cost Ray and Dragon Lee, because he can be like, well, Ray, you must not have faith in me. You didn't choose me to be your partner this time around like you did when at Fastlane or whatever, which I was there. Vlog is in the channel. Go ahead and look it up. And but no, I do think that it's going to be a good match. I do think it will be. And if it's the show opener, that's awesome. But yeah, that was coming straight from Triple H's Instagram page. So now let's move on to the next match. So the next match on the card is the 6-woman tag match. The new Damage Control going up against Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair. I feel like we already know who's winning this match. It's definitely going to be Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill. I don't really know how they're going to go into it about like the actual finish, but I do think there's going to be some stuff going on with Bayley and Io in there as well. I think they're going to get involved somehow, because if this is taking place before the women's title match, I could see that playing a factor in it, and then they could use that in the video package for the upcoming event, for the upcoming match with Io Sky and Bayley. So yeah, prediction. Very interested, very easy pick. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi. So now moving on, we have the tag team ladder match battle royal. And now, despite the rumors, well, not necessarily rumors, the speculation, whatever it is, what you think will happen is not what I think is going to happen. Do I think that we can see an appearance from the Hardy Boys? I don't know. Would it be awesome? Yes. But will they win the titles if they are in the match? No, they will not. Because that'll just be a straight up repeat from the WrestleMania 33 ladder match. And yeah, it was cool 7 years ago. I still think it'd be cool now, but it'd be cool to have the Hardys back in WWE for like that one last run. But I think they shouldn't get the titles right off the bat. They should have to work their way to getting to that point, if that makes sense. But yeah, and if the Hardys don't come back, oh wait, no, I never said who's gonna win. So the Hardys, they're not winning if they are in it, and if they're in it, that's freaking cool. But I don't see anything like that happening. But it is what it is. We make WWE, especially in the Triple H era, they make things work, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. But who I think is going to win this match is going to be the Awesome Truth. And if the Awesome Truth does not win this match, what is Triple H doing? They have the perfect thing in place. They could even say that, like, he was getting the belts. And they can do something where, like, Damian Priest or Finn Balor and R-Truth, like, just two of them, they each grab, like, titles. So then they can be the new tag team champions. That's how I'd book it anyway. That's how I would book it. But that, at the end of the day, I'm not booking it. Would that be the most funniest thing ever? Yes. Would it work down the line? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe at WrestleMania Backlash if they call it that again. But I don't think they will because last year they didn't call it WrestleMania Backlash. But who says that Backlash this year they don't do a match with, like, the winners get the tag titles and they could be like the new version of the undisputed tag team titles, but it could just be like the WWE tag team titles. Who's to say that won't happen? That we can get that that title unification type thing, or it could be like, or maybe this is how they break up the belts. Who knows? That just popped into my head. What if, like, one team grabs one and then the other team grabs another, and it'd be like, well, looks like we have new Raw and SmackDown tag team champions. And then the next night on Raw, we get new tag title belts for the Raw titles, and then on SmackDown, we get new tag titles for the SmackDown tag titles. Who knows? But all I'm saying is the Awesome Truth are definitely walking out with the gold that night. Next up, we have the Battle of the Usos, the third time in history. What is happening here? Oh no, my screen, I think, froze or something. I don't know what's happening. What happened? Sorry. Technical difficulties on the live. Hopefully it's not the case. Oh wow, yep, it is just my end. I'm just frozen here. Let's try this. Boom, bam, nope. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We're switching over to the camera on the computer. Oh my goodness, that is so bad. Oh, we love technical difficulties, don't we, fellas? Okay, so it's whatever. We can continue on here. So, the Battle of the Usos, it's happening. We are getting that finally after how long we make things. Oh my goodness, I keep saying we make things work. But it's true, like I just said, we got the camera working up again. We got all this going. But, sorry, back to the Usos. I got very sidetracked by that happening. Technical difficulties, everybody. Technology, we love it. But, in this match, I do see Jimmy Uso coming out with the win. But I don't want to say there's going to be bloodline involvement in it, because I really think that it's going to be like maybe Solo Sikoa. That's probably going to be the only amount of interference, just because I'm sure they're going to save all the interference for later on in the night in the tag match with The Rock and Roman against Cody and Rollins. There's many different ways they can go about this stuff. I'm going to turn off this light here. Yeah, because that's distracting me and it's probably distracting you. And this is, oh, good heavens. Yes, we love technology, fellas. But no, I do think that in this match, Jimmy Uso is going to get the win. And later on down the line, who knows, maybe it could even be tomorrow night. I do see the Usos after WrestleMania getting back together and doing their thing in the tag team division. Because though it's been awesome seeing their singles run, and if they do keep it going. That'll be freaking awesome. But if the rumors are true of Roman actually dropping the belt to Cody at Mania, what's Jimmy going to do? Him and Solo, they're not the Usos. Yeah, they may be brothers, they may be a bloodline, but they're not the Usos. But who knows? We never know. My pick for this match is Jimmy Uso. Let's move on to the next match. Alrighty, in this matchup here, we got Sami Zayn and Gunther. One of the matches, I'm not going to lie, I'm not looking forward to. And here's why. It's going to be a chop fest. Sami Zayn is going to get his butt whooped. And at the end, it's going to be Sami Zayn coming out with the championship title. That's all it's going to be. And I don't know, man. Like, it's gonna be something. I'm not a huge fan of this match. I don't know how it's gonna go. Who knows? What is this? What is this little thumbs up thing? I love it. I'm sorry, this is new to me. But we're gonna get that Usos. I'm sorry. It's so funny. I got caught off guard by it. But I'm not a huge fan of it. Like I said, it's gonna be Gunther beating the crap out of Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn's gonna come out with that is so funny. Why is that coming up on the screen? That's so funny. I'm sorry. Live streams, everybody. But no, I could definitely see like just things. Sami Zayn's gonna get his butt whooped, and then he's gonna come out with the win because Chad Gable's gonna be by his side. And after the match, this is what's gonna be interesting. The Alpha Academy, who's been training Sami Zayn for this very moment, is going to come out, and what's going to happen is Sami's going to celebrate. He's going to say, "This is all thanks to you. This is all thanks to you, Sir Gable, Chad Gable, Master Gable, whatever you want to call him." And when that happens, you will see Sami Zayn get absolutely destroyed by the Alpha Academy. The Alpha Academy is going to beat not the Alpha Academy, at least Chad Gable is going to beat the crap out of Sami Zayn, and that's going to lead to a match at Backlash whenever they have their next match. And I could see it just going so well. It's going to be so cool. I'm excited for it. Whatever happens next, it's going to be friggin' awesome. And Chad Gable turning heel, I think, would be awesome. It could help build that IC title run. It can make it more special when he wins it. Or they could go the complete opposite route of that and just wrestle and just maybe Sami could be like, "I owe this all to you," and then they get him, like, they do a match that way. Who knows? It is the IC title after all. Next match we have is the Women's World Championship match, which personally I think this match should be main eventing night one. But it is what it is. Stuff happens. Rock comes back, TKO board, man. And we are getting the tag match as the main event, I'm sure. So with this matchup here, I can definitely see Becky Lynch getting the win. However, it would be smart to have Rhea Ripley win. Why? Because the Judgment Day is falling apart. Dominic may have won his match, but he didn't get the pin. And then there's Finn and Damian. They probably didn't win their match. Who knows? Rhea Ripley is going to be the one who could be like, "Yeah, I am the Judgment Day. These jabronis here are just clowns," or something like that. And who knows? Maybe it could lead to a face run where Mommy's a good guy. Who knows? We never know. But I can definitely, this match, I do think that it'll be Rhea Ripley taking the win. And if Becky Lynch does win, I will be perfectly fine and content with that. There's no hate, no shade towards either women in this match. They're going to put on an absolute barn burner, and it's going to be one match that you are going to want to watch. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for that match. Let's move on to the next. And for the main event of night one, like I said, unfortunately, it's going to be Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins, the freaking Nightmares, going up against the Bloodline and Roman Reigns and Rock the Dwayne Johnson. In this match, there's going to be so much that happens in this match. Rock is going to, I don't know, because I feel like this match shouldn't be a normal tag match. I think this match should definitely be like a tornado tag match. However, there should be disqualifications and stuff. Maybe no count out, I guess. I don't know, but there should be disqualifications. But I do think that at the end of the day, The Rock and Roman Reigns are going to lose. They're going to lose because Cody and Seth Rollins, they're going to give all. They're going to give their all. They're going to fight. They're going to do all this, that, and the other. And Seth Rollins is going to get the pin. That's something that I think is going to happen. Seth Rollins is going to get the pin on... Actually, no, scratch that. Not Seth Rollins getting the pin. Cody is going to pin The Rock because then it could lead to, the night after where Cody and Roman do their thing. I'll get into that later when I do that match. But I do think it'll be Cody and Seth Rollins winning this match So the next night, it will be Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship in a normal one-on-one match with no interference whatsoever. And now let's move on to day two of WrestleMania. WrestleMania Sunday, on my brother's birthday, might I add. We will be seeing what's their tag name? I know there's AOP and Cross, but I don't remember what they're called. Lord if I know. But it will be, I think, oh, sorry, I didn't say who else is in the match. Then we got The Business. I don't want to call them the New Hurt Business because they mean business. They're hurting people, but they're more on that business side. We got the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley going up against Karrion Kross and AOP. And this match, it's got a good build to it. I think that this faction has definitely helped Kross's character a lot, because Karrion Kross is going to be an absolute unit down the road, and I think that this is just what he needed. He needed this faction, I think, to kind of boost him up a little bit and kind of get him up there. I'm just happy that, hopefully this doesn't end up like Flop Dollar and the Hit Row, their faction. But I can see Kross and AOP getting the win tonight, getting the win on WrestleMania Sunday if that opens the show. And you know what's something I noticed? This show is very tag team heavy. If only there was a way to get people onto the card without having to make tag matches. Some sort of like battle royal or something. Why are they having that on SmackDown? I'm sorry, I just had to do that real quick. Why are they having the Andre Battle Royal on SmackDown? And they're not even doing a women's Battle Royal. They should be doing the the Andre Battle Royal on the kickoff show or whatever they're calling it now, or the Countdown 2, I think is what I saw they're calling it now. The Countdown to the WrestleMania. And I think that should be night 1 should be the women's one, and then night 2 should be the men's. And if we were to do that, I'll just make a prediction on who's winning the Andre Battle Royal now. It's going to be Big Bronson Reed. And if it's not Big Bronson Reed, I will cry. Because that man is somebody who I'm really, truly rooting for. He's one of my favorites currently going on the mid-card roster. And I can see him even going up to that world title picture here in the future. However, right now, I don't know what they're doing with him. They're just doing big sweaty men slapping meat with him and Ivar as of late. And I do think that it'll be Bronson Reed winning the Andre Battle Royal. Now, like I said, in this match, though, we have Karrion Kross and AOP taking the win over the new Street Profits. And that's all I got to say about that match. So next up, we have this match. This match is going to be a fun one to watch. I could already tell. They're saying AJ Styles is getting a new theme song. That's going to be interesting because AJ since 2016 has had the same song. And they don't want none. I don't know. But honestly, it's WrestleMania. LA Knight's first one-on-one match at WrestleMania. And we will see the victor of this match be, say it with me now, LA Knight. Yeah! Yeah, we're going to be getting that victory by LA Knight going up against AJ Styles. It's going to be a fantastic match. Like, these two have been wanting, like, LA Knight going to AJ Styles' house, that was freaking awesome. It's not often you see that these days in wrestling. But, I think that this is just going to be, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun match to watch. LA Knight's going to get the win at WrestleMania, getting over 90,000 or how many thousand people are going to be there. The tens of thousands of people's going LA Knight, yeah. And it's going to be one that the fans will not want to miss if you are a fan of both LA Knight and AJ Styles. So next up, this match is going to be, this is also going to be a fun match to watch. Because, excuse me, that was kind of gross. But we will see two men, it's basically a handicap match. Because these two men, in Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, absolutely hate. They absolutely hate Logan Paul. And understandably so. I'm not the biggest fan of him myself. And I personally think that Kevin Owens, he's not going to win. Logan Paul, he's not going to win. I think Randy Orton's going to emerge victorious. And how I do it, as you know, he's going to be the Viper. You've seen him and KO working together these last few weeks to take down Logan Paul. But we forget that Randy Orton he's Randy Orton. Just because he was gone for a little while, it doesn't mean that he's going to be he's not going to be the Viper. He's not going to be Randy freaking Orton, you know? So I genuinely think that Randy Orton's going to have some tricks up his sleeve, and Randy Orton is going to become the new United States champion. So next up, night 2, we have the women's title match. And like I said previously, I'll just say it now. Bayley is going to win the title. Bayley's going to win, and it's going to tie in with a 6-women tag match the night before, and it will be involving, the finish is going to be involving the new Damage Control, and then Jade Cargill. I don't know if Jade Cargill will come out, but we'll definitely see Bianca Belair and Naomi come out to help Bayley at some point win. Because think about it, Damage Control, yeah, they did stuff to Bianca, but they never did stuff to Naomi. And Naomi could be like, hey, I know Bayley. Bayley, she's turned on a new leaf. And I can see Io Sky losing the women's title at WrestleMania Night 2 against Bayley. Bayley walking out with the women's world, not the women's world title, the WWE Women's Championship. And now finally for the main event of the evening. The main event. The match that everybody's been waiting 2 years for. You can say last year, but people thought they wanted it. Then we got it. And then Cody lost, and then everybody's like, oh, boo! Boo! Shoot. I was like, boo, boo, boo. You can watch my reaction. I have it in the reactions playlist right now on my page. By the way, if you're not subscribed, what's the matter with you? Link's in the bio. You're watching this video, you can subscribe. If you can follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Facebook. You can like me on Facebook, I mean, not follow. You know what I mean. But, yeah, back to the madness that is WrestleMania. But Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns is going to be very interesting. So they're saying that there's going to be no bloodline involvement if Cody and Rollins won, and that's what I predicted. I predicted that Cody and Rollins won their match. I just noticed I'm missing a match on here. I am. So you know what I'll do? Before I do that, I'm going to talk about Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Because this one is something I've been very wanting. I've been really wanting to talk to you guys about. So this match between Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre is going to be absolutely interesting. It's not going to be insane necessarily. It's going to be interesting. Why? Because the best in the world, CM Punk's going to be on commentary for the matchup. It would be cool if you could referee, but yeah, I guess I can see where he's coming from. But no, I can definitely see Cody Rhodes. I looked at the screen and I saw Cody Rhodes and Roman. Drew McIntyre and Rollins. What I think is going to happen, Drew McIntyre is going to win the title. He's going to be celebrating. The pyro's going to be going off. Then the lights go out. You start to hear The Other Side by Alter Bridge play. And then you see Damian Priest run down to the ring. He's going to run down to the ring. And then what's going to happen? Seth Rollins is going to stop him from cashing in because he is not going to cash in that Money in the Bank contract on the World Heavyweight title right then and there. It's not going to happen. Don't get your hopes up. And if you think Damian Priest is cashing in tomorrow, Sunday night at WrestleMania against whoever wins, Drew McIntyre, because he's going to win the title, it's going to be an I mean, just can't channel my inner Stone Cold. If you think that, Damian Priest is going to win that there world title, you're wrong. I'm going to say, How'd you like that Stone Cold impression? But, no, like I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, we're going to get Drew McIntyre walking out with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship title. And now we will talk about the main event of both nights, the total overall main event in Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. This match is the one that everybody's going to be hyped up for. Everybody's going to be going nuts for. I will say what I think is going to happen because, like I said, Rollins and Cody, they're going to win their match the night before. Cody's going to come out. He's going to do whatever he can. There's something though. Solo Sikoa tries to get involved. And who comes out? Whose music hits? And I know there's no bloodline involvement. but the referee could be knocked down or something during this part. Solo Sikoa is not going to hit. His music's not going to hit. Whose music will hit, though, is The Rock. The Rock's music will hit, and he will come down to the ring because, the ref's out. When the ref's knocked down, even if he gets touched in the face for like 2 seconds, all heck's going to break loose. So what I think is going to happen there is we will see The Rock come down to the ring looking like he's about to help Roman Reigns out. He looks like he's about to help Roman. And then what happens is as Roman moves forward, he notices The Rock is still standing straight. And he's looking at Roman. And then what happens? The Rock comes in with a glorious rock bottom to the Tribal Chief. And then what happens is Cody Rhodes is looking at The Rock and he's like, they're smiling at each other because this was their plan all along. The plan all along was to get Roman Reigns right where they wanted him. And think back, Cody Rhodes said he can't take the title of Tribal Chief away from Roman Reigns. Who can? The Rock. And they can do that at SummerSlam. All that build can go up to SummerSlam. Rock versus Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief on the line. They could do the Tribal Combat match again. Who knows? But I do see Cody Rhodes after that moment with that big smile on his face give Roman Reigns the trifecta of Crossroads. And then 1, 2, 3, Cody Rhodes, with the help of an inside job of The Rock, defeats Roman Reigns and finishes his story on the journey to become the new WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion. However, what happens next is something that we don't want to believe. The arena goes dark again. No, but there's no music this time. The Judgment Day come out. They beat down The Rock. They beat down any other member of the Bloodline. They beat down Roman Reigns. And then comes the music. Damian Priest goes down to the ring. He sees Cody Rhodes standing there after he just had one of the biggest battles of his entire wrestling career. And what happens next is Damian Priest hits the move that he's not allowed to do because Cody Rhodes came back. He gives him that alternate crossroads, and then he picks him up, slams him to the ground with whatever his finisher is. South of Heaven. But that choke slam, South of Heaven. And 1, 2, 3, Damian Priest makes Cody's story not an American dream, but the real American nightmare. And that is how night 2 of WrestleMania ends. We have Damian Priest holding up not the World Heavyweight Championship, but the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship title. And then the world of professional wrestling gets turned upside down. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That was my predictions for the WrestleMania 40. And I hope you all enjoyed watching this stream as much as I did. If you want me to start doing these more often with pay-per-views, let me know. I got a comment section. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's right here. Right here, Bpwtn_network. If you want to like me on Facebook, the Big Pro Wrestle Talk Network, go ahead and do that. It's going to be a fun ride. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all like this stream, and I'll probably be doing this more often, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of the above. Thank you so much. And acknowledge these nuts, because Damian Priest is going to leave WrestleMania finishing his story.